long term, I would ban the ivory trade, like outright. Yeah. I just don't see the point. It's got no need in our market or our culture. I went to a school which was about half a mile away. It was right next to the wildlife sanctuary where people go and spend loads of money to go see elephants, the big five. These locals next door didn't even know what an elephant was. They didn't know what a giraffe was. It's so wrong, it doesn't make any sense. So of course this person would go out and shoot an elephant. He doesn't know what it is, so why would they care?
We spoke to a top ivory expert in the US who has been taking effective action towards poaching and the survival of the elephant.
Every wild animal has a role to play in the ecosystem, and for elephants, many people and researchers, they call elephants sort of the gardeners in the savanna or the forests, and elephants play a hugely important role in maintaining the balance of an ecosystem.
If you kill an elephant, you're not just killing an elephant, you're killing all the other species that rely upon them. So other herbivore species that use trees and are reliant on these elephants knocking them down for food. It's all a big life cycle.
Sudan, who died on the 19th of March this year, was the last northern white rhino. Rhinos are also affected by the trade.
Just the concept of having ivory as just associating it's even if it's antique, that animal still died and it's still ivory at the end of the day. So if there's ever a demand for it again, it's just putting it in the market, and I don't see why we need it. There's no health benefits, it's just a wealth connotation and structure.
Nobody should be using elephant ivory as a piece of jewelry or figurines. And I think it's timely that we're having this discussion because the United Kingdom government, the UK government, on April 3rd, just announced their proposed ban on most ivory sales in the UK. The Environment Secretary Michael Gove, he specifically said that elephant ivory should never be a commodity, should not be a status symbol, and nobody should be making profits from them.
Being actually out there in the field and saw that this was some people's livelihoods and the way that they go about life. Without this, they wouldn't have any way of making money. I think we need to work with the locals more about this rather than trying to say, oh, the CITES ban and have something higher up. We need to actually talk to people who are within the work sector who actually have the money and are using this for an income rather than just delegating from some other external country who doesn't ever work with these animals as well. If we make it a resource that's readily available, so we trade ivory, then there won't be as much of a demand for it because it won't be as rare.
We have a responsibility to save these beautiful creatures from extinction, and we can do this by creating the sense that ivory is unacceptable to own.
One of the best ways to protect elephants is to stop the demand and to stop the ivory trade. And we've seen through our experiences working on ivory bans in different places that once you have an ivory ban, you are telling the public that purchasing and selling ivory is taboo.
I think people's attitudes are changing, but I think it's a very slow process. I've also seen something recently where they paint tusks of elephants pink and it doesn't damage the tusk or anything, it just stops the value. There's some science that they're doing at the moment, but I think there is movement for people to stop trading in ivory, but I think it's very slow. It's a long-term problem that is still going on. It's going to be a long time before they come up with a solution.
We could be the generation that sees the extinction of elephants.